Pfizer/BioNTech vaccine docs hacked from European Medicine Agency. Anne Frank Memorial vandalized with swastikas. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you are tuning in. My name is Jonathan Torres-Herrera, and you are watching or listening to the JTH show. Today, let's talk about the Pfizer COVID vaccine hack and races in Boise, Idaho. Yeah, but first, roll the intro. All right, thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, my name is JT, and I do little bits of news here on a daily basis as often as I can to, just keep us informed of what's happening out there from a, what I consider to be a neutral, in the middle kind of point of view kind of guy. And if you're returning, of course, like always, thank you. And remember, you can catch this episode and any other episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Radio Public. Let's get into the news for today. Pfizer/BioNTech vaccine docs hacked from European Medicine Agency. The article included that the European Medicine Agency, EMA, says it has been hit by a cyber attack and documents relating to a COVID-19 vaccine have been accessed. It also said that BioNTech, which makes one of the vaccines in partnership with Pfizer, said its regulatory submission was accessed during the attack. BioNTech assures that the cyber attack was not expected to impact the approval of 2 COVID vaccines, which are expected to conclude within weeks. The news came out a few days after the UK administered its first COVID-19 vaccine shots to patients. This is not the first time, by the way, that we've seen articles out there, right, in the media of countries essentially that are spying on each other or even going as far as actually hacking each other, right, to get intel, right? I think it's part of just like living on this earth, right? That you very often hear hacks, whether it's, to do with politics or in this case with the COVID-19 vaccine. In July, the BBC had an article, Coronavirus, Russian Spies Target COVID-19 Vaccine Research. In that article, it added that early this year, the UK's National Cybersecurity Center warned that the Russian spies are targeting organizations trying to develop a coronavirus vaccine in the UK, US, and Canada. Now, most recently, last week, the Wall Street Journal reported that even little North Korea, by the way, is getting on this action. Their article headline, North Korean hackers are said to have targeted companies working on COVID-19 vaccines. And it included that North Korean hackers have targeted at least 6 pharmaceutical companies in the US, the UK, and South Korea working on a COVID-19 treatments. The EMA, the agency in charge of evaluating the vaccine, released a statement about the cyber attack on the European Medicine Agency, EMA. They said that the agency has swiftly launched a full investigation in close cooperation with law enforcement and other relevant entities. EMA cannot provide additional details. While the investigation is ongoing, further information will be made available in due course. I actually can judge them. I know. Here's why, right? You have to look at it from this point, right? Point of view. Many countries are being affected by this whole coronavirus, right? Regardless of where it started or where are the hotspots now, everybody is being affected by it, right? Or most everybody. I understand that there's some countries out there that allegedly are having a much better time, you can say, in dealing with the virus. But there's a lot of countries that, for one reason or another, whether they're not, as developed as some, some of them are lazy. I mean, we can go on and on and on with excuses. The point is that everybody wants what? Everybody wants to get rid of this damn thing. Everybody wants a solution. And there's a couple ways of going on about it. Do your own research, develop your own vaccine, partner up with other countries. Let's see here. Buy it from other countries once they have it. That's going to cost money, right? Or steal it, right? Either way, they want it out of their country. Now, you got to think about it from this point of view. If you were in those countries, let's be honest, I don't think you would care much, how the country got a hold of the vaccine, as long as you're able to get one, right? Once you feel comfortable enough to get one, right? Because I've also shared different, points of views, my own point of view on different videos, right? in regards to should people be an Novaxxer, should people, jump to the front of the line as fast as they can. I told you guys where I'm at. You know where you're at. And at this point, regardless of where you are in the world, once you make that decision, you're going to want to take that vaccine, right? Once you feel that it's safe or you feel that you've made peace with it. Okay. So does that really matter? Is that really going to matter to you how ethical, your country was able to get the vaccine in your hands or in your body, you can say? Are you going to sit there and be like, excuse me, is this ethically sourced? Just wondering, before you put this in my body, just wondering, what's the research on this? I mean, you're going to do your own research. You're going to, again, make peace with it. And you're going to be like, all right, no, this one hurts. Put it on this arm, right? So, that's the way I see it, right? I don't really blame them. I hope that in their hacking, they're not also destroying, and more importantly, misusing whatever information they're getting their hands on, right? Do I think they should hack? No. That's very different, right? That's very different here. I don't condone that. I don't think that, I'm not going to sit here and encourage people to be like, you know what? Just get your hands on it no matter what. Hack away. No, of course not. I definitely think there's a problem here, right? But at the end of the day, I look at it from many points of views, right? And that's that. What I would say is, no matter what happens, what do you need to do? That's right? Think critically over this, right? See where you're getting your information from. See who's giving you your information. It could be very well that, some of these hacks are occurring just to manipulate information and then put it in front of your face to scare you. So critical thinking. All right, let's move on to the last story of today. And that is one that I'm not going to lie. I was bummed out and then I got pissed off once I read the details over it. And that is an article, right, out of CNN that titles Anne Frank Memorial Vandalized with Swastikas. So on this one, the article included that the Anne Frank Memorial in Boise, Idaho, which is managed by the Wasmuth Center, was vandalized on Tuesday. They share that the Wasmuth Center was founded in 1996 with the goal of constructing a memorial for human rights. The perpetrators put stickers on the memorial with swastikas and the words, "We are everywhere." Ugh. That's what I said to that. So the Idaho Statesman also reported on this, and on their website, they had an article titled, "Hate Crimes Rose in Idaho Last Year, State Police Say." The city had the most reported. According to a 2019 crime report, Boise has the highest number of hate crimes reported in the state of Idaho. Jesus, what is happening there? Sad, that we're still living in a world where that is happening, but I guess that's reality. The defacement occurred a few days before the Jewish celebration of Hanukkah. The AP News also reported on it. This is the second time it has been vandalized since it was dedicated in 2002. The first occurred over a series of days in 2017 when graffiti of anti-Semitic and racist slurs cost $20,000 in damages. Dan Prinzing, the executive director of the Wasmuth Center for Human Rights, commented on the event was so sad that the blatancy where they were placed, how they were placed, and the message they were proclaiming. I think, he added, that this what we're seeing, we have to take seriously. Such acts aren't just random. And he's definitely right, in my opinion, right? There was also John Pavlovitz, an author, tweeted that the event is a reminder of how hard hatred dies and how important those of us who stand for love must work. And that right there is why I think, and at least for me, rang the biggest bell, because it's true, right? I've said it in other videos and countless examples. There's so much effing hatred, man, all over the place, right? Either because some people think they're not being heard enough, they're not being rewarded enough, praised enough. I mean, Jesus, there are countless reasons. But the fact of the matter is that this BS hate that exists out there, because people are essentially, stomping their feet in the ground because they can't carry a gun everywhere, because, I don't know, they want to proclaim that they are now a chair or whatever, right? And then they go out and throw coffees on people or drinks or whatnot, throw, things at cars just because they feel they have the right to is ridiculous, is absurd, disgusting, right? Here you have a something that is supposed to stand right for unity, right? For something that is, sad, as the history behind the Holocaust, but a big reminder of what we can overcome, right? And here we have these morons that decide to go out there and put whatever it is that makes them feel comfortable, makes them feel warm and fuzzy inside because their mommy or their daddy didn't freaking hug them enough. I don't know. It's fucking BS. That's all I can say, to that. And, these are some of the things that I believe, in my opinion at least, as parents, we should look at. Who are we raising? And then furthermore, if you ever see your child proclaims, or act in any way, or fashion as these morons, right? You should look at yourself, right? And really figure out what is it that you're spewing, even when you're yelling at the TV or at the radio or at your phone, whatever it is that you're disagreeing with, right? Just because, again, you go into a moment where you're like, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. And, sometimes you can maybe say some bigoted things, but you don't know who's around you. That's always the way I look at these stories, right? Whoever decided twice already, right? Allegedly, according to this, back in 2017, right? And then right now, to go out there and do whatever stupidity they did, it's because they sat somewhere in their home, somewhere with their friends, and came up with this brilliant idea. And no one ever told them, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be an asshole like that, right? What are you doing? We are everywhere. What are you doing with your life, right? And thinking that this is going to do anything. Anything. If you had one of the most bigoted individuals in one of the most powerful positions in the world, not but the one of the most powerful. And of course, yes, I'm referring to Donald Trump, who already tried, right, to go at masses and, try to, unify his quote unquote base. And he wasn't able to do, crap in giving these people more than just a spotlight. What the hell makes you think, you moron, in Boise, Idaho, that you're going to go and deface a statue, right? And that somehow you're going to what? All of a sudden people are going to come out and be like, oh my God, this is so eye-opening. Yes, we are everywhere. Make me part of that, you idiot. Right? Nothing more than, some moron stomping their ground or their feet, right? To get attention. That's all this is. But it's still infuriating, right? Because again, that tweet said it very well. Hatred dies hard, and it's sad. Because I think it's so easy to create it within you, so easy for others to provoke it in you. But, because it's not as easy, right? It's not. What is not easy is finding it in you to just love more, to be more understanding, more open. That is not as easy. It takes a real human being, a real person, to be able to do that. Hatred is easy. To be a hater, right? To dislike stuff, to leave angry comments. Easy. The other way around is harder, right? So that's it for today, guys. I really appreciate you guys joining the show. And if you're still here, means a lot to me. You have no idea. You don't mind hitting that like button, that's all I can really ask for. Hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching the JTH show. Remember, you can catch all the episodes, full episodes, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Radio Public. You can also visit www.thejthshow.com to catch episodes there and to catch anything that we had to blur out because of YouTube or any other platform. We usually put all of our raw information in there that is uncensored. You can also become a member at www.thejthshow.com to catch all the special perks. Thanks for watching.